You ever check into a place and immediately feel off? Like something's waiting and watching you? A traveler thought he was just spending the night in a quiet, remote hotel. But when guests started vanishing, and the staff smiled just a little too much, he knew something was wrong. Very wrong. If you've ever stayed at a creepy hotel, you know the feeling. The eerie silence. The dimly lit hallways. The strange guests that never seemed to leave their rooms. But what if there was a reason they never left? A reason no one ever checked out? Ethan just needed a place to rest. A long road trip had drained him, and the isolated redwood inn seemed perfect. Cheap, empty and quiet. Maybe a little too quiet. But he ignored the uneasy feeling. A bed was a bed. Until the guests started disappearing. It started small. A man he'd seen in the lobby, gone the next morning. Then the woman at breakfast, her half-finished coffee still steaming, but her seat was suddenly empty. The staff acted normal, too normal. They spoke in low, hushed tones. Their smiles never quite reached their eyes. The manager, a lanky man with sunken cheeks, assured him, "People come and go. It's the nature of hotels." But Ethan wasn't convinced. When he asked about the missing guests, he got the same response. Oh, they checked out early. But their rooms were still locked. Their cars still parked outside. No one saw them leave. That night, Ethan lay awake and listening. The silence was different now. Too deep, like the walls were swallowing every sound. Then came the whispering. It wasn't from outside. It was inside his room. He sat up, breath hitching. The vent, a soft voice was whispering through the vent. Words he couldn't quite make out. Then a slow, deliberate knock. A chill ran down his spine. He crept to the door, peering through the peephole. The hallway was empty. But the second he stepped back, another knock. Louder this time. He yanked the door open. No one, just a long, empty corridor. But something felt wrong. The air was heavier and thicker. He turned and saw movement at the end of the hallway. A figure just standing there, watching. It didn't move, didn't blink. Ethan slammed the door shut, heart pounding. Sleep never came. The whispers grew louder. The shadows in his room shifted when he wasn't looking directly at them. And just before dawn, he heard it, his doorknob turning. A slow, agonizing twist. He grabbed the bedside lamp, heart hammering. The lock clicked. The door creaked open an inch. A single eye peered in, smiling lips. Ethan threw the lamp, and the door slammed shut. Morning arrived like a fever dream. The sun felt fake. The world outside his window was just wrong. But he had to leave now. He grabbed his bag and bolted downstairs. The lobby was empty. No guests, no staff. Just that blinking vacancy sign flickering in the window. He stepped outside, and froze. The parking lot was full. Dozens of cars. Dust covered and rusted. Some cars was decades old. No one had left this place in years. He turned back to the hotel. The staff stood in the doorway, just smiling. Ethan ran. He didn't stop. His feet hit the pavement hard, lungs burning. The road stretched out before him, endless and desolate. He glanced back. No one was chasing him. But that was worse. It was like they knew. Knew he had nowhere to go. Knew he belonged to the hotel now. His car was still in the lot. Keys in his pocket. He jumped inside, hands shaking, as he jammed the key into the ignition. The engine groaned, sputtered, and died. He tried again, but nothing. The gas gauge was full. It should have started. He looked up. The staff was still there, smiling and waiting. His breath came in short gasps. He reached for his phone, no signal. He checked his watch. The hands weren't moving. Time had stopped. Or maybe he had. A flicker of movement in the rearview mirror. He wasn't alone in the car. A whisper in his ear, impossibly close. "You checked in." A hand, cold and clammy, on his shoulder. "But you never check out." Ethan screamed. The hotel lights flickered. The world around him dissolved into darkness. And the Redwood Inn stood waiting for the next traveler to stop for the night. Like, share, and subscribe before you check into the wrong hotel.